Hang on. Hey, so I was looking at the recommended after my 1 o'clock in the morning video, and this channel decides to rear its head. Independent Systems. I can't quite place my finger on what it is. It gives the vibes of like a web series or just a really strange art project. It's actually got some pretty decent aspects to it. The music and some of the art is quite nice. I'm just going to take a quick gander through each kind of aspect of it. And the first parts, which feel like they are very much trying to lend some sort of web series vibe to themselves. Take a gander. Albert here is guy walks into room, and these masks here come up as a bit of a motif, part of what I feel is the narrative. They do show up quite a bit, and this is the first video. This is definitely establishing those as a player, if you will. This guy shows up in this. That's our bow tie wearing dude. This is just sort of like an intro sequence. This guy shows up a few times. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be Albert or what's going on. It kind of like if that other thing is like a frame, perhaps that's what this is supposed to sit in. He then comes up later in this video, which is like the weirdest of all of them. One of those masks again, which again is a sort of a motif that shows up a few times. Oh wait, actually, hang on a second. There's our dude. He's there. Oh, now I see. So he is a bit more of a player. What appears to be people being bound and then like a pig being torn apart. It feels like it's very much trying hard to be, ah, look, people, and then there's a pig getting cut up. Whoa. Honestly, that is very much what gives me the vibe that it's an ARG or whatever. I'm just gonna mute it because it is actually quite loud. I'm probably gonna quiet it down. If I jump to here and stick down the playback speed to like 0.5, you can see that it's a person's torso. There's like a hand and there's like a bent leg. That's someone down on their hands and knees is what it looks like to me. Not quite sure, but definitely very much less spooky. It's in black and white. The quality's ass. Sequel to this is quite high effort. It's got music, relatively high quality pixel art. The course of this one is just counting up a load of deaths, so it would appear. And he kills everybody and goes, and then it ends. There's not much to be said about 2 or 3. Then we have this, which is literally man stares at bush for like 30 seconds. Then he looks at a tassel on the ground that's in Angry Birds sling. Meaningful. I'm moved by this. I have no idea what this is trying to say. Only reason I suggest that it's part of the larger narrative is because it then comes up in this. If this is supposed to be a web series of some kind, this is the most story-esque piece. If this is something in reality, it's referencing some piece of Brazilian culture that I'm just like innately unfamiliar with. It looks kind of political, but then again, like the rest of this channel, ARG vibes. This is our puppet dude, and he's been blinded by the media. And then this is what that other clip was from, which looks like people being like tortured. And then this one I had translated earlier. People who do not fight, killed by the enemies who fight to live longer, to appreciate the peace of living environment where justice prevails. Criticizing suppression of torture by the media or something along those lines. This dude again. And then we're back to here. This again. This is why it is some sort of web series. If it was political, what the hell is the point of this? Maybe that tassel means something. This might be a complete cultural thing that I'm overlooking, but from what I can tell, it isn't. The only 2 explanations I can think for that are it's political or it's part of some sort of narrative. It's that weird teddy dude who's showed up quite a few times. And then there's that forest. And then this is very similar to part 1 of 3, which has this kind of imagery in it. So honestly, I am unsure about this SI. It's like an interesting nugget. And then the rest of it, most of it is more along the lines of music. It's just this. I mean, it goes hard, not my vibe. With some of them, it'll be like a music video mixed with some ongoings. That's not useful. I think it's not happy about the underscores. Attempted verbal attack against the developers. Is this a short? Oh my god. What Jack Stauber bullshit is this? Oh, they became mushroom. So true. Hang on. You can't do this, man. Okay, that's what this is right here. I'm not emailing them. SI Funk. Like, it's a vibe, man. If this is your fucking record, I will fucking harsh it on SoundCloud. That is high quality content right there. It feels like it is someone's art portfolio. Most of this is music. Most of it is sound. And then this is lots of like pixel art stuff. But there's lots of looping visuals. Like, maybe I'm missing something. I feel like this is incomprehensible no matter where you're from. But equally, I'm not entirely sure that I'm getting everything here. Like, the visuals are pretty impressive at times with the pixel art. If it is a web series or like an art project, I will give it the fact that it is 3 months old. It has a lot of time to build something up. But I'm gonna be honest, if I were to put together my thoughts on this at the moment, someone's like sick mixtape, like hello. It's got a lot of like interesting and pretty decent pixel art. It's just like little pixel art clips with animation and music running over it. And then parts of it, like the media thing and picture of the forest, very much feel like they're tying into some narrative. The rest of them are pieces of art and music, or they are literally just sounds. Honestly, I feel like this is something that I either need to give more time to develop. It's not exactly a booming enterprise at the moment, but I feel like there's something interesting to be had here. And honestly, yeah, that kind of sums it up for me. If anyone has any bloody idea, if anyone's Brazilian, mixtape art, web series vibe coming off of these guys. So, well, yeah, I guess I'll see you around. Ciao.